Today, we're going to be exploring Destin, Florida. Destin is located on the beautiful Florida Panhandle along the Gulf of Mexico. We're going to take a quick look at Destin's history, the lifestyle of Destin, the affordability and cost of living index, and then we're going to take a quick look at the real estate market and local trends. And then finally, I'm going to compare Destin to some of the surrounding cities in the area. So if you are thinking about moving to Destin or learning a little bit more about the cities surrounding Destin, stay tuned till the end of this video, and I'm going to show you everything that you need to know about living in Destin, Florida. Hey everybody, Hillary Driscoll Olds here, your Destin, Florida realtor with Location Real Estate. If you're looking to get more information on Destin and the surrounding communities on the Florida Panhandle, I'm going to be going over more about the lifestyle of Destin, things to do in Destin, the food scene, all the different communities, and of course the real estate market. So if you're interested in more of content like this, give us a quick like, subscribe to the channel, and of course hit that notification bell so whenever we drop new content, you'll know. So let's go ahead and get into today's topic. If you already know that you're ready to buy, sell, or invest in property in Destin or the Florida Panhandle and the surrounding communities, all of our information is down below. You can quickly schedule a one-on-one appointment or just browse some of the listings on our website. So let us know if you have any questions or you need any help, and we'd be happy to work with you. Destin, Florida has become one of the fastest growing cities on the Florida Panhandle, primarily because of the small town feel and family-friendly environment. It offers fantastic schools, a low crime rate, plenty of parks and recreational opportunities, cultural events, and of course, we really enjoy that year-round mild weather. In terms of the housing market, we have something for everyone. If you're looking for a primary residence, a second home, or even an investment property, we have homes that range from a very modest townhome to the luxury golf course and waterfront properties too. A little bit of everything for everyone. So now you're probably thinking, well, where the heck is Destin, Florida? Destin is located in Northwest Florida, a lot of times referred to as the Florida Panhandle. It's basically surrounded by water on three sides. You will find the Choctawhatchee Bay to the north, and then just north of that is Eglin Air Force Base. To the west is the Destin Harbor with the East Pass, and then to the south, you will find the beautiful Gulf of Mexico. In terms of major cities that are nearby, you'll find 50 miles to the west is Pensacola, and you will find the Pensacola Naval Air Station there. And then to the east, about 50 miles, you will find Panama City. Tyndall Air Force Base is located there. It's important to note that there are multiple military installations in Northwest Florida because they contribute significantly to our local economy. In terms of commercial corridors, we have one. So it is US Highway 98, and it runs east and west, and there you will find all of the goods and services that you could possibly need. We do have one interstate that runs east-west, and it's Interstate 10, and it's about 35 miles north of Destin. If you're traveling on Interstate 10 and you're wanting to get to Destin by car, you would take the State Road 85 exit at Crestview and travel south, and then right around Niceville, it will split into two. Highway 123 will go through Fort Walton Beach to the west side of Destin, and then 293 will go to the east side of Destin via the Mid-Bay Bridge toll, and that is actually the fastest way to Destin. Now let's explore the average commute time for Destin, Florida. So the average commute time for Destin is about 23 minutes, and that's slightly below the U.S. national average of about 27.6 minutes. Many of the jobs are located in Destin and nearby Miramar Beach, and many of the local residents do actually work from home, so that can really eliminate some of the congestion on the roadways, which can shorten those commute times even more. A lot of people do commute from Niceville to the north, Crestview even a little bit farther north, and then Fort Walton Beach to the west. Now, if you fly for work, you're going to have three options. You have Pensacola International Airport, which is 50 miles to the west, and that'll take you about an hour drive. Destin Fort Walton Beach Airport is just to the north in Niceville across the Mid-Bay Bridge, and that's a 30-minute drive. And then you have Panama City International Airport, 50 miles to the east, if you are actually living on the east end of Destin, and that might be a better option for you. So be aware that during the high season, we say Memorial Day to Labor Day, the high tourist season, those commute times can actually double. Now we're going to take a quick survey of the history of Destin. Destin is located in Okaloosa County, which is right about in the middle of the Florida Panhandle. This area was originally inhabited by Creek and Choctaw Indians, to name a few, before it became a fishing village. In about 1845, Leonard Destin established the town, and then it eventually grew into a major commercial fishing industry. In about the 1930s, the Marlar Bridge was constructed, which connected Destin to the mainland, and it really fueled the tourist industry that we have today. In about 1948, the city of Destin established the Destin Fishing Rodeo, which still happens every October, the entire month, and it attracts saltwater anglers from around the globe. If you are really like a small town, it's fun to know that the city of Destin year-round population is really only about 15,000 people. Now we're going to take a quick look at Destin, Florida's report card according to niche.com. Niche.com uses millions of data sets to be able to analyze cities all across the U.S. According to niche.com, Destin gets an overall rating of A- based on the 10 categories that you see on the screen. According to niche.com, Destin ranks number 5 as best places to live in Okaloosa County, number 79 of 662 best public schools in Florida, 112 out of 662 best places to retire in Florida, 149 of 1,200 best places for young professionals in Florida, and finally, a resident rating of 4.5 stars from 61 reviews. Since there's so much information here that I think that you might find helpful, look at the link below to find the full report. Now let's talk about things to do in Destin, Florida. If you like to do things outside, Destin does not disappoint. One of the main attractions here is Harbor Walk Village. It's located on the Destin Harbor and has a beautiful long boardwalk featuring lots of shops and restaurants. You can catch a fishing charter there. And the cool thing is that they have festivals and concerts year round. If you have a boat, then Crab Island might appeal to you. Crab Island is not actually an island, it's just a giant sandbar, and it's located just north of the Marlar Bridge. If you want something a little more relaxed and quiet, then maybe the Mattie Kelly Park might be a little bit your speed. Mattie Kelly Park is located on the Choctawhatchee Bay and features beautiful trails and boardwalk. If you are looking for recreational activity like softball or baseball, Morgan Field Sports Complex has playgrounds and picnic areas too. Right next to Morgan Field Sport Complex is the Destin Dog Park. What's neat about the Destin Dog Park is that there are 2 fenced areas, one for small dogs and one for large dogs. If you are looking for water park fun, Big Kahuna's Water Park is available to you with big slides, lots of water flying everywhere. It's a great, fun family day. Right next to Big Kahuna's Water Park is the track, and the track features go-karts and putt-putt golf. If you're ready for some beach time on the south side of 98, you will find Henderson Beach State Park with almost a mile of pristine white beach. You'll find plenty of trails there to keep you busy for hours on end. Now, if you're really looking for some retail therapy, we have the Destin Commons. Destin Commons has about 70 retailers that you would recognize, namely Bass Pro Shop, Belk, and we even have a large AMC theater there. Now we're going to take a quick look at the Destin food scene. For being such a small town, Destin really does have lots of good dining options. Number 1 on the list is the Crab Trap. I like the Crab Trap because it's right on the beach. So after you've had dinner, you can take a nice long walk. And one of my favorite dishes there are their crab cakes. Number 2 on the list is Beauchamp's Seafood and Oyster Bar. Beauchamp's is a very nice restaurant. It's a little bit upscale and it's located on the harbor with beautiful views. They are very well known for all their oyster dishes. Number 3 is Harbor Docks, which is nearby and it's also on the harbor, but the atmosphere is much more casual and they have fantastic sushi. Then there's Mimo's. Mimo's has wonderful Italian food. And then one of my favorites is McGuire's Irish Pub. McGuire's is located in West Destin. The upper level has fantastic views of the Choctawhatchee Bay, Crab Island, like I mentioned previously, and then also you get some Gulf views there too. But the cool thing about McGuire's is that you get very hearty portions and they have craft brewed house beer. It's wonderful. And then there's Bitter Root. Bitter Root is a farm-to-table restaurant. It's very quaint and it has a really neat, warm atmosphere. So as you can see, Destin really does have a lot to offer in terms of dining options. Now let's talk about the Destin Florida's school system. Whether you have children or not, it actually does affect you because it affects nearby rental rates, property values, and tax rates. Destin schools are managed by Okaloosa County School System. And here are a couple of facts that you may be interested in. The number of teachers with at least 3 years of experience is 89% compared to only 82% in the state of Florida. In terms of the child to teacher ratio, it's 17 to 1, which is right on par with the state of Florida. Now, my husband and I had a great experience raising our kids in the area and going through the Okaloosa County public school system from K through 12. It takes a lot of research to figure out where is the right school for your child. So I've attached the link to greaterschools.org down below so you can take a look and make that decision for yourself. Now we're going to talk about Destin's real estate current market conditions. According to Zillow.com, the median sale price of homes in Destin was $604,113. Now that was based on September 2024 data. That was down about 6.2% from last year. A couple of the popular neighborhoods in the area are Kelly Plantation, Regatta Bay, Indian Bayou, Holiday Isle, and Crystal Beach. Now, if you are thinking that you want to make Destin, Florida your home and you're really hoping that the prices will come down, unfortunately, I just don't see that happening. And one of the main reasons is that we're located on the Gulf of Mexico with some of the most beautiful beaches in the world. Another reason is that we have a very large second home market, which really helps keep our pricing very, very stable. Now, if you're looking at new construction, you may have some great opportunities there because builders are offering some fantastic incentives. If you go with their lenders, I've seen interest rates at 4.9%. They are paying some closing costs, $10,000 and more, and they're even offering appliance packages for their new homes. A lot of times builders will not put all of their inventory online. They're only going to put the homes that are already constructed on the MLS, but I have access to the list of properties that are still coming out of the ground, plenty of inventory. I have all of the concessions and great interest rates that the builders are offering. I have that information too. So if you're interested about new construction or actually any homes in this area, go ahead and set up a one-on-one consultation. The link is down below. Or if you just want to look at more properties in Destin and the surrounding area, the link to my website is below. If you have any questions about anything real estate related in this area, give us a call. We'd be happy to help you. Now let's take a quick look at the communities around Destin and what the median sale prices are in each of those cities. In Niceville, it's $440,000. In Fort Walton Beach is $328,000. In Santa Rosa Beach, $969,000. In Freeport, $417,000. And in Inlet Beach, also known as the 30A area, is $1.5 million. As you can see, we have a very wide range of sale prices in the area. If you are interested in learning more about those different communities, by all means, go ahead and set up a quick consultation with us. The link is down below. Or if you just like to browse more properties and find out more about each of the cities, my website is down below. And of course, if you're interested in new construction, a lot of the information is not online and I can get whatever information that you need. So please be sure to reach out to us. Okay, now that we know that the median sale price in Destin, Florida is about $604,000, let's take a quick look at what $604,000 will buy in Destin. Okay, so now a lot of people ask me, what is my mortgage payment for a $604,000 house in Destin, Florida? Well, it depends. It depends on how much you put down, what are the current interest rates, and what is your credit score. The good thing is that you don't have to put 20% down. That is an absolute myth. Now, what it would do would remove your private mortgage insurance. What is more typical in the market is 3 to 5%, and that really does depend on what type loan product you choose. If you're a veteran, for instance, the VA loans are 0% down. A lot of homeowners or first-time home buyers like the FHA loan. There's also the conventional loan, there's second home loans, there's investment loans. So a lot depends on what your financial situation is and what your real estate goals are. And a good lender, a good local lender, can help lead you through that process. Now, if you're a first-time home buyer, many lenders do have first-time home buyer programs. So they can walk you through all that. And even if you're not ready, I think it's probably a good idea if you want to own a home within the next couple of years, you're not sure if you're ready, I would recommend that you consult with a good lender so they can get you on a path to home ownership. Now, if you still want to get an estimate of what that payment, that mortgage payment might be, there is a loan calculator link attached below, or you can go on my website. Be sure to add the estimated real estate taxes and homeowner insurance in there. If you are wanting more detailed information and you still want to speak to a lender, I've got plenty of options for you. Again, just go ahead and reach out to us and we will get you all the information that you need. Now we're going to take a look at cost of living and affordability. This is very important when you're trying to decide on a place to live. According to bestplaces.net, this website ranks Destin 0.9% higher than the average U.S. city, whereas compared to average cities in Florida, it's actually 2.1% lower. Now, this website has tons of information on cost of living and affordability in all the categories that you could possibly think of, like food, transportation, healthcare, utilities, all of that information, it's all on that website. So I've connected the full report down below so you can take a quick look at that. The area sales tax is 7%. According to Okaloosa County Tax Collector, the millage rate for real estate is 1.18% per 1,000 of taxable real estate taxable value. And that is not the same as market value. And then finally, Florida enjoys not having a state income tax, which is a real perk to Florida residents. I hope you found this video helpful and that you learned everything that you need to know about moving to Destin, Florida. Now, if you live outside of Florida in another state, or if you live in another city in Florida, I'd be happy to connect you with a good agent to assist in the relocation process. If you just want to go ahead and set up a consultation, my information is down below, or you just want to continue to look at homes, by all means, check out my website. If you're not sure that living in Destin, Florida is right for you, but you still want to live in the Florida Panhandle, there may be some other cities that are better suited for you, like Niceville, Santa Rosa Beach, or even Freeport. If you have any questions about this video, by all means, leave a comment in the section down below, or I'd love to hear what you even think of Destin, Florida, and leave those comments down below too. And again, if you would like to see more content like this about living in Destin, Florida and the Florida Panhandle, go ahead and subscribe, give us a like, and hit that notification bell so whenever new content comes out, you'll be sure to know. See you in the next video.